Hey guys, Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, fredmccoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great morning.
History lesson number 2000. We've done this video. This will be the third time. First two was very informative. Very informative. And I'm sure that I'm going to leave something out in this one. I'm sure I'm going to, it's not going to be covered as well. It seems like when I get going, if I go, I do better at expressing my view, but in my view, I tend to get loud and obnoxious. I know that myself. I have no animosity toward anybody. Understand that, first of all, on these video makers and museums and things. I have no animosity. And Sheila and I have asked many times, if we say something that's incorrect or can prove us wrong, please, we don't mind it. That's what we're trying to do, is correct the stories that have been around for years, and even the stories that's been making new nowadays. So if we do the same thing, we don't mind being corrected if we're wrong about something. And that way we don't feel so bad about correcting other people when they say something wrong or make a mistake. In that video, we just done a video on that, the gun, Devil Anse shotgun, where they're doing a video feed at Jack's museum, Jack Hatfield in Sarah Ann, West Virginia. And guys, let me explain something to you. It may sound like sometimes I'm down on that. I'm not. I know it sounds like it. I'm down on the history that they're given, because sometimes they give incorrect history, incorrect information. You gotta imagine where you're at there. I don't care if you go for the museum or not. That place has got history. That is the last living home place of Devil Anse Hatfield. And you know, that's something to go see in and of itself. And I'm sure there's relics. I know there's things out there that they can collect that are, I'm getting off topic again.
Just a smidge.
But there are things that can be collected there that people can see. We don't have to create items.
Okay.
What we're going to discuss today is the 36th Virginia Infantry, aka Wildcats, aka Logan Wildcats.
Okay.
Leo had a real nice fella from Huntington, West Virginia with him, doing a ride along, telling them about the Hatfield and McCoy history, and they stopped by Jack's. Jack's showing them the museum. This guy's very inquisitive. I love it. Sheila and I both. I mean, you gotta love somebody that asks questions and wants to know the history, wants to know the truth. And when people ask like that, they don't want to know what you think or your opinion. They want to know the history. And Jack's showing them different things in there, and he comes up on this picture of, it says Logan Wildcats. Got a bunch of guys in it. In fact, I don't think we've got that picture in our museum, so we've got to, maybe someday we'll make a trip up there and take a photograph of it. But it's supposedly the 39th Virginia Infantry, and it's a bunch of guys with beards, and this gentleman says, is Devil Anse in that picture? Jack was showing her a picture. He said, this is the 39th. This is the Logan Wildcats, he says. And the gentleman says, now, is Devil Anse in that picture? And he said, no, he's not in that picture. And the fellow says, well, I heard that he wasn't in the 39th or something, or the Logan Wildcats. He said, Jack says, oh yeah, he was definitely a member or something like that. And that's the proof that he gave was, oh yeah, and I don't want to, she's already nodding at me. I don't want to, I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'd rather you go watch Jack's and Leo's video, and then, you know, and I don't sound so mean trying to describe it, but it was like Jack was saying, oh yeah, he was in the Logan Wildcat. that doesn't give you the history. Just because a person takes a stand or a approach or whatever, that it's true. And that's what it was like. It was like because he took a posture and stance that, oh yeah, he was in the Logan Wildcats. We need history. We need documentation. Now, the Wildcats, let's talk about this, because he's asking him if he was in the Logan Wildcats, the picture that's on that wall.
The legit. Okay.
Logan Wildcats. The legit Logan Wildcats was the 36th Virginia Infantry.
Mm-hmm.
We've done videos on this, but the 36th, how the 36th Virginia Infantry got their name is they were fighting a battle, a local battle, with another regiment at one time. And they got done fighting that day, and they went back to camp, and they're sitting around the campfire talking, and one of the other guys in the regiment asked one of his friends, how did the 36th do today? Because he was fighting along with the 36th Virginia Infantry. He said, how did they do today? And that other soldier said, they fought like a bunch of wildcats. That's where the name came from. It's not an assigned name from Abraham Lincoln or Grant or Lee or anybody else. It was a nickname. They fought like a bunch of wildcats. And that is how they got their name. The 36 became known as the Wildcats. The Logan Wildcats later on is when Devil Anse came up. Now you got to understand, Devil Anse and about 13 or 16 of his family members and friends deserted in the heat of battle at another location. They're fighting somewhere else. They're not with the 36th. Devil Anse decides to desert. Some says go home. He ran. When he left, he took a bunch of friends and family with him. The people that wasn't killed in that unit were either taken prisoner or killed.
Right.
Now, when he returned home, in order to save face, Devil Anse has got to say, we can't go in and say we deserted, we ran, we tell them we're home guards. So he told them, we're here for home guard. We're the Logan Wildcats. Logan Wildcats at that time, the name had spread throughout the Confederacy, and he liked that name. And he told everybody on his home place there, we're here for home protection. We're the Logan Wildcats. Anybody heard anything about the Wildcats or the Logan Wildcats assumed that was Devil Anse's group? Oh, wow, man, these guys are... And the whole time that he was there, he was looting, bushwhacking, stealing, thieving, all the things that Jesse James and all these other people was doing during and after the Civil War. And he was doing it under the color of the Civil War. Now, here's a picture of just a few members of the legitimate Logan Wildcats. 36th Virginia Infantry. That's some of the members of the Logan Wildcats. You'll not see Devil Anse's picture in there. You'll not see William Anderson Hatfield, Captain, Private, Major, Lieutenant. You'll not see William Anderson Hatfield nowhere on any roster with the 36th Virginia Infantry or the Wildcats. Okay. You won't see it. It didn't happen. And guys, when it don't happen, when you can't find it, it may be evidence that it never happened. You know, a lot of people says I'm hard on Devil Anse or I'm hard on... Guys, listen, when you have a history and you're questioning a monument when it was set, you're questioning how tall this guy was, you're questioning what rank he was, you're questioning when he went into the Civil War, when he came out of the Civil War, you're questioning whether he was a private, a lieutenant, a major, a captain, you're questioning all these different things, whether he killed 100 men, a whole company of Union soldiers by himself while he was deserted. And you have all those questions, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got a 800-page book up there with questions in it, and many of them that we've answered with documentation.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've got all this speculation and all these rumors and stuff, it's called legends. It's called a legend. Devil Anse was a legend in his own mind, and Devil Anse's West Virginia family members have continued to make him a legend. Devil Anse went from a zero to a hero.
Yeah.
And mainly because he set that monument up on the graveyard and he put captain on it, and over the years people has built it up, and there's history buffs out there. There's people that loves history. And when people tell other people history, they take it for what you're telling them. They believe what you're telling them. This gentleman, I've got to give him his due, because he asked several questions, and a couple of them we're going to do other videos on. This is not to belittle Jack or Leo. It's not to be derogatory. It is just to straighten out history. It is to straighten out what they just spoke into history on that video. If we're incorrect, please correct us. But we don't believe we are. Now, the 36th was the Logan Wildcats. There's something I'm leaving out here, and I'm sure there is on that. But I've stayed calm. I've tried to plead my case. But just because, and this is not derogatory or not meant to be. You know, when this gentleman was asking about that picture on the wall, the Logan Wildcats,
Mm-hmm.
Jack automatically, and I learned that I'm a 40-year career police officer, retired. Jack immediately went to the flag. There's a flag in the background of that picture, and Jack says, yeah, that flag, it's in the state capitol. And see, we're not asking about a flag. That guy was asking about the Logan Wildcats. Was Devil Anse a legit member of the Logan Wildcats, and was he a captain? Jack immediately evades to, that flag's in the capitol. It needs to be brought home where it belongs. Brought home where it belongs to Devil Anse's. That's spoken in the history, because Devil Anse was not a part of the Wildcats. He was not a part of the Virginia 36. That flag in the background belongs to the Virginia Infantry 36th Division. Brought home where it belongs. And that's the things that seem to irritate me when you hear things like that, because I know better. I know what he's doing. I know he's redirecting in police work. You're trying to change the subject so you don't get. And in doing that, he's also speaking in the history that the flag up in Charleston at the Capitol is the flag that Devil Anse once had, because it should be brought home. I think she's happy. I haven't got that but one time, and I hope you understand it. I think I explained it better in the other two videos. I was just loud and obnoxious. But my point is not to be, you're
not trying to be.
I'm an old man, guys. Yeah. I'm not trying to get a job in the movies. I'm not trying to get a position with anybody or anywhere. I'm past that. I don't want nothing. Never have wanted nothing like that. There seems to be plenty of people out there from other states that enjoys that, and that's what's caused a lot of the confusion. Talking to a lady the other day, she said, I've never seen so much bickering and stuff going on in my life over the Hatfield McCoy feud as I have in the last 10, 15 years. And she's right. Mm-hmm. And especially the last year. But that's where it comes from, because the majority of the people back home where I'm from Blackberry, Pike County, Mingo County, Matewan, Logan, most of these people have got along for all the years since the feud. It's no big deal. It's everyday life. Hey, Hatfield, hey, McCoy, hey, whoever you might be. It's just everybody loving everybody. And then you've got people that come in here from other states and they've with fake peace treaties and these lawsuits. And I'm getting that. But it has caused some animosity It has caused some hard feelings. Not with the locals, not with local Hatfields and McCoys that were born and raised there, but these people that come in once or twice a year, or for a setting to make a video for the tourism or something, and they've caused more havoc. They've said they don't like McCoy's. Hatfields have said they don't like McCoy's on principles. Hatfields have said McCoy's was pig kissing hog thieves, horse thieves, and vermin. I mean, and then the McCoys that they've got representing them is going along with the Hatfields from elsewhere, and it has caused animosity. It has caused hard feelings, and it has caused anger. Not at the West Virginia Hatfields or the Blackberry Hatfields and McCoys, or not that. It's caused animosity between these glory-seeking people that is on a publicity hunt. Anyway, I'm not raising my voice one time.
You done good.
I've not covered half the material that I've wanted to cover probably, but I've done it in a better way. Hey guys, if you get a chance to go to West Virginia to Sarah Ann and you're seeing Devil Anse's gravesite, you're seeing Cap Hatfield's gravesite, you're seeing some of these places in Logan County, of course you're going to go by Jack Hatfield's museum and his home place. Of course there's history there. Of course there is. Sheila and I've been there, Lord, I can't tell you the times. I mean, hundreds, thousands of times probably since the 70s. And interesting place to go. Every time we go, we see something new or something we didn't see before or something like that. You know, I'd have a question for Leo here, and this is not derogatory. You know, I see Leo go to the Preacher Anse Hatfield cabin, and he says there's supposed to be a ghost in there. A ghost? See, some people forget, guys, that's a replica cabin. That cabin was built in the 2000s. That's not the old cabin. Preacher Anse, my great-great-grandfather's cabin, fell in, and they tore it down. That's not the cabin. Leo sometimes seems to forget these places are replicas, and he says there's a ghost in there. Well, Sheila and I only believe in one ghost, and that's the Holy Ghost. But for those people that do believe in ghosts, there wouldn't be a ghost in a replica cabin. There's nothing happened in a replica cabin. I see where he went to the pawpaw trees and says there's ghost there. Ghost at the pawpaw trees where the 3 McCoy boys were slain. You know, we seen a sign a while back where they've got up and says nobody on Devil Anse's graveyard after dark. Because they don't want ghost hunters. And I'm just wondering, you know, no ghost at Devil Anse's, no ghost at Jack Hatfield's. You know, has anybody checked for ghosts there? It seems to be another way to promote other YouTube channels if they can. All right, guys, it's Fred and Sheila. Sheila will do the closing. Thank y'all. Fred and Sheila McCoy.
Hi guys. Hope you're having a great night. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll catch you on the next one.
What if I could be calm like that? She's about choked herself back there 2 or 3 times, but love you, baby.
Love you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.